Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Harakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS Wu and Teachwa and Shalom Labakarim to the hopeful elect. All right, we got to be steadfast, brother. We got to be steadfast, okay? We got to be strong. We got to endure mentally, physically, emotionally, in any way, shape, or form or fashion, all right? We got to endure. This is Philippians chapter 1, verse 27. Only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Hamashiach. All right, that conversation is their conduct, how you walk, man, and we should be walking to uplift the brotherhood, man. We should be walking within the love of Yahweh Shema Shai by keeping his laws to the best of your ability. All right, taking heed and being upright, man, as much as possible. Not being over righteous and not being over wicked either, you know. But that's how your conduct should be. That whether I come and see you or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye steadfast in one spirit, with one mind striving together for the faith of the gospel. All right, that one spirit, that one mind is of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. All right. The truth of the Bible is the gospel, and the truth of the Bible is the nations of the Hebrew Israelites. The Israelites are coming back into their steed to be saved by Yahweh Shema Shai. Verse 28. And in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which who's our adversary? Our biggest adversary is Esau, Edom, all right, and 2/3 of our people, Salakia, which is given to them, Salakia, an evident token of perdition. What are we saying, man? That we're saying basically that this kingdom is about to fall down, the world that they love, all right, and their slave master is about to go into bondage, and this world is going to be, this current age, when I say world, is going to be destroyed, man. All right, and let me finish in this, Salakia. But to you of salvation, and that of the Most High. So this age going down and being put down, all right, the end of Esau's world is our salvation, man, because Yahweh Shai is coming within that time frame, man. And he's going to be the one that's going to bring down Esau, man. We're not bringing down Esau. We're not being carnal, man. We're only being spiritual, speaking of the Holy Scriptures, man, okay? All right, and Esau don't like that. Neither does these 2/3, man, because they don't want to get in line with Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, verse 29, for unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach not only to believe, so the Lord gave us the spirit to believe on him, all right, but also to suffer for his sake. He also gave us the spirit to suffer for him, man, because Yahweh Shai came down here and suffered for our sake, all right. He believed on his father, all right, and did the work of his father and suffered for our sake, man, all right. He suffered for our sins, man. So we gotta do the same thing for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, having the same conflict with which he saw in me, and now here to be in me. And the conflict that he had is, if you go back to Acts chapter 16, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get into that, because it talks about how he was delivered too, man. All right. So within whichever we bring out, right, and whatever we do that's in righteousness, this world's gonna hate it, because the world doesn't love the Most High, man. The world doesn't fear Yahweh Shema Shai. The world fears the so-called white man. All right. This is Acts chapter 16, verse 19. And when her masters saw that the hope of their gains was gone, they caught Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace and to the rulers, and brought them to the magistrates, saying, these men, being Jews, all right, Israelites, okay, do exceedingly trouble our city. And the men on the highways and byways, are they not troubling the city, shaking up the world by speaking this truth, man? All right. Condemning the so-called white man and condemning 2/3, man, and all these other heathens, man, that are contrary to Yahweh Shema Shai. That's shaking up the city, man. just as Paul and Silas did, man. All right. Verse 21, and teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans. So that's exactly what 2/3 of our people are doing out there today, man. Because they Americans, they can't come back to the customs of Yahweh Shem Shai. They can't stop eating pork. They can't stop being homosexuals. They can't stop eating shrimp. They can't stop committing adultery. So on and so forth. So on and so forth, man. They are too far gone in America, all right, and in the American customs, man, all right. And the multitude rose up together against them, and the magistrates rent off their clothing, commanded to beat them. So they got beat for Yahweh Shem Shai, man. They got beat for this word, man. What you think will happen to us in this time, man? That's why Paul was saying in Philippians to stand fast, man. It don't matter what you go through, stand fast for Yahweh Shem Shai, all right. And when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely. So they got beat and got thrown into prison. All right. This is a beautiful thing because they got this done to them on the behalf of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. Verse 24, who having received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stock. So it locked them up. All right. Verse 25, and at midnight Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto the Most High, Yahweh. And the prisoners heard them. So they was in there, I'm going to say they was in there having a party, man, all right? Praying and singing to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai. And while they was doing that, man, and the prisoners heard them, verse 26, and suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were open and everyone's bands were loosed. See, look at that, man. You go through your hardships for Yahweh Shem Shai. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to deliver you. And the keeper of the prison awakened out of his sleep and seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword, would have killed himself, supposing that the prisoners had been fled. But Paul cried with a loud voice, saying, do thyself no harm, for we are all here. Then he called for a light and sprang in and came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas and brought them out and said, sirs, what must I do to be saved? And all they said, believe on the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved in thy household. All right, that's what you got to do. That's what we got to do, man. Stand fast for Yahweh Shem Shai. Believe on Yahweh Shem Shai, okay? And you're going to be saved. Do the work, okay? Don't forget to fear the Lord, man, all right? Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man, and that's what we need. We need to fear the Lord. We need to take heed. I need to take heed. I need to fear the Lord more, okay? All right? So I can be a better man. We all need to be better men in this thing, all right? So with that one, say, call halayim la, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Arukagwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of G Master, rule and teach well, and Shalom Lava Karim to the hopeful elect. Shalom.